All right, I'm on hole number 9 of the Fuji Open. I'm in Tuesday's qualifying round in the rookie division. I am qualifying today, so and I've just been, my goal is just to go out and play nice, consistent rounds. So in this tournament, the minimum score that you should shoot is a -12. So if you go out there and shoot a -12, that just means that you didn't pick up any of those extras. So what you want to look at your round to decide whether or not your round was a success or failure is you look at your round and you look at how good what kind of looks you had at those holes. You know, how close were you? Were you making good wind adjustments? Is it just a little tweak here and a little tweak there and you'd have them? Or did you have to recover quite a few times in that round? So if you had to recover quite a few times in the round and you got lucky on a few shots and you were able to get back up to that 12, then you need to continue to work on your consistency. When you get to the point where you go, hey, -12 is easy, -12 is easy, then you want to start really looking at the second shot, the shot from here to the green. You really want to tighten that up and really focus it and really write those numbers down on your sheet so that you know those clubs. But the whole goal is to just go out and play consistent rounds time after time after time. If you could come out here and play -12, -12, -12, -12, you're going to be ahead of a lot of people. And I think in this tournament, if you shoot a -12, -24 in the weekend round, you're probably looking at a top 20, top 25. Now, the last tournament, you can't look at the Americana tournament. For those of you that played in the last tournament before this one, the Americana tournament, you can't look at it and go, well, that's not true. The Americana tournament was it was the wild, wild west because of the holes that were in there. It was almost as bad as the Community Cup. And so you can't look at that tournament and base it. This particular tournament, there's tons of holes that we can pick up shots, but just that -12 is going to evade a bunch of people. So just coming out and playing nice, consistent hole rounds, that's what you're looking for. Okay, on this, I'm taking an extra mile, trying to come out here. I'm coming at it with my backbone. And I will tell you that in the past, I've not really been a big fan of this rough bump. And I'm not sure if this hole is just playing just a little bit different, or if it's just been so long since I played this hole. I've come at it traditionally, coming at it from here, and then bringing it back around. And what you'll find out here a lot of times is that in order to get that little hop of topspin, in order to get over, if you miss it, you may end up being long. If you try and get it so that you're getting pin high, there's sometimes you'll get caught up down here at the bottom. But I am trying. It looks to me like this rough bump is playing pretty close to the numbers on my club. So I wrote down my wind ring numbers for my backbone. So I'm going to play it at a 1.2, 1.8, 2.1. So if I'm a mid club, 1.8, minimum club, 2.1, and I'm gonna continue to work that and see how I like this. I like where it's setting up on here, and I could help myself out here if I brought a kingmaker, only because on that shot right there I could put a little bit more side spin on it, and I wouldn't have to pull myself any closer to that sand trap. But I'm going to go ahead and use a Titan because I have a lot of Titans. So my goal is extra mile backbone. Can you hit this with a quarterback? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, that's all I need. And I'm not going to do max topspin here, and I am going to take the wind out. I think yesterday I might have used max topspin and I took the wind out, but we'll see how it looks out here. And I need to write it down. And when I didn't actually go back and watch all of my videos to hole number 9, I watched the second shot on hole number 9, but I didn't watch the drive. I was trying to see. I hit an albie, but I actually didn't hit perfect, and I made an albie. So I went back to see what went wrong. I mean, I was excited about the albie. It was in a practice round, so it really didn't do me any good, but I was excited to get the albie. But the deal is that I didn't hit it perfect, and I got an albie. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if the max topspin, taking the wind out, was enough of an adjustment. And it was 368. Let's see where that puts me in my long iron. I may need to I may need to leave that wind in there. I don't normally like to flirt with those transitions. So it's all going to depend on where I'm at right here. If I think getting forward a little bit more will help me, then I'm going to try and get a little bit forward. And the deal is that I don't want to get forward to the left. I actually want to be right where I'm at or a little bit more to the right and closer to the fringe, because if I'm going to take this rough bump, it opens up that patch to do the rough bump. If you get too far to the left, that patch is no longer open, and now you have this little teeny strip of rough, and then that shot's not going to be nearly as easy or beneficial. It's going to be a lot harder. Your chances of ending up in something bad are going to be high. And that's about as far as you can get right there. Nice shot. Yay! Okay, where am I at in my backbone? Who didn't quite get enough of it. So I'm going to have to do the bounce over. No big deal. Be a couple off. Let's see what we got here. Eke forward just a titch. I'll be at least 2 rings off. And I can't really get any closer to that than that unless I use a little bit of curl. So I'm going to have to apply a little bit of curl here. I'm at max club. So it's 1.2 per ring. That's 3/6. That's 2/4. So I'm going to do 2.5 rings. Oh, I ran out of time. What? Oh. Ugh.
You're going to pull your hair off.
I know, I pulled all my hair out. I got a haircut today. Maybe I'm Samson. I lost all my strength.
Wow.
Mwah.
What time is it?
I have no idea. Sometime. 9:19.
You need to go to bed and read for a while.
Okay.
Is there metal shavings out here?
Maybe. Hold on, I'll come in as soon as I'm done with this hole. Alright, I timed out. That sucks. But that's how it works. Sometimes when I'm shooting these videos, I'm just not paying attention. My internal clock is just not working right. So the goal here is I'll just have to put this in the hole and that'll be it. Do about 2 backspin. 2.5, got a 10%, so that's going to be 2.75. We're at there's 2.4. Do about 2 and 2.25, somewhere in that neighborhood. Put on about a half a ball of curl, and I hit it great to the right, about 2 rings straight to the right. And it's about 2 rings straight to the right. So you can still get it done from that side over there. The deal is, I'm actually thinking that the rough bump is actually, well, I haven't liked that shot in the past for whatever reason, and maybe it's just because I haven't played this hole in a long time, and so I came in here and I don't have any perspective because it's probably been a year since I played this hole. I think I actually have a better shot on the rough bump. All right, that was hole number 9 of the Fuji Open in Tuesday's qualifying round. I picked up one shot on hole number 8 and ended up getting the eagle on there, and then I turned around and dropped an easy eagle on hole number 9 because I timed out. That's how it works. All right, and I will tell you that that shot on hole number 9 will come back to haunt me. It's so tight in these tournaments for some of these tiebreakers that literally that one shot right there in the qualifying round dropping because of a timeout could come back and haunt me. I hope that it doesn't, but I've had this happen before and it did come back and haunt me. So we'll see. All right, that was the Fuji Open. Hopefully everybody's having a really, really good time. Hopefully you've taken some time. I see so many people that just go out and qualify on Monday. And if you're a rookie, guess what? You can't practice this hole, or you can't practice that hole. And you can practice that one. Let's see, you can't practice that one. You can't practice that one. There's holes here you can't practice. So now you qualified on Monday. Can't do anything on Tuesday. Can't do anything on Wednesday. And then Thursday you got to go back out and start doing it. So take your time here. You know, take your time. Go out Monday. Play the holes. Get used to them. Go out Tuesday. If like I got to hole number 4, this hole right here. I was hoping to get an eagle on this hole. I put myself in a great spot. And this was going to be my determining factor. And then I decided, heck with it. I got a busy day tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and qualify today. But you can do the same thing. You can get on this hole or get to a hole that you go, hey, this is my hole. I got this hole nailed. And if you don't get what you're looking for on it, then you can, tank the rest of the round and try and qualify tomorrow. The bad news about trying to qualify on a Wednesday is that if you make any mistakes, your fault, their fault, nobody's fault, you could be in trouble. So, but don't be afraid to, play these holes. Continue to play as the week. This is why I encourage people to have a secondary account. Why would Playdemic? Hey, you're going to buy some stuff. Playdemic makes a little bit more money because you decided that you wanted to have a second account, and you get a lot more practice time. So if you're new to the game, you should start a practice account immediately. That way, as you go up, your both accounts have the same level clubs or very similar. All right, that was the Fuji Open, Tuesday's qualifying round. Thanks for watching.